Hey guys, welcome back. I have an absolute banger coming up for you today. We're going to talk about the 790's into the 770's, which players should do it, and I have the absolute perfect candidate for that. Kathryn Newton is joining us, friend of TaylorMade, friend of mine, and we're going to go through the gears here. Now, you do so much for golf. Let's cover that first off. Where has your travel been recently?
Last week, I was announced as the first T ambassador, and if you guys don't know what it is, it's an organization that helps the youth through golf, and we're making game changers out there. Whether they're really good or they're not, it's about, you know, how golf is like life.
Yep.
And it teaches you a lot about yourself,
yep,
on and off the course. So I was in Montana with them, and we played a little bit of golf, did a lot of like team building and leadership, like workshop stuff. They don't learn anything from me. I learned so much from them. And then before that, I was in the Olympics, if you can't tell.
Well, Team USA'd up.
Rooting for Team USA, but I was rooting for Charlie Hull too. Like
100%.
I was screaming for her.
Especially now you've got a visor on, you have to.
I got her everywhere with me. Love you, Charlie. One
of the best things about you, I think, and why we love you here at TaylorMade is your energy around growth of the game and growth for the kids in the game and all that.
Yes. I'm here to show you, like, you don't have to be a pro, but treat yourself like you are. But I'm just a recreational golfer who grew up playing with my dad, and I like the simple things about it, you know, being outside, building my confidence. I like being good, but it's not everything.
So let's talk, because I think that everything you've said there appeals massively to the 790 user. We've got a brand new set of 770's out. Your bag is pretty well dialed in the sense that it works from driver down to like a hybrid, and then you start a 5-iron. A lot of people that use 790 will do that. What are the reasons that, and you're very strong on your opinions, which I love as a golfer,
yes,
about equipment. You're strong in your beliefs as well, which I also love. And I think that's why you play so well. So why do you play these irons? And at the top of our meeting today, you were like, you know what, I'm prepared to give them a try. Why 770's? What are you thinking?
Well, the P790's, they look like they're blades, but they're not. We both know they're not. They're like a cavity back, right? They treat the ball like a cavity back. So they're really forgiving. And for me, I don't play that much, right? And they were great. They're great. I don't even really want to change them. But I'm kind of at the place in my game now where I'd like to be able, if I wanted to, like, shape a shot. And I feel like the 770's are just a little more aggressive that way.
More playable.
Right?
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So golf ball wise, like with every fitting, I want to start there. I've got you hitting the X, which is our lower spinning golf ball. Might not mean not much to you or to anyone else listening here.
No, but I listened to you last time and it did make a difference.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue on that then.
That's what I've been doing. That was a little thin, but I liked it. I'll take that all day.
Good.
If it's good, I'll say it's good. If it's not good, I usually let it go and just keep quiet.
8-iron going towards that blue flag, yeah?
Who knows?
Go blue flag.
This one?
No, the one out in the distance where you're actually lined up to.
I'm lined up to that? See, that's good to know. Just
trying to catch a couple of spin numbers here that are good and give people an idea of where you're at as a player. So that's straight down the banner.
That was good.
I love how chill you are, but we do need targets if we're going to do great fitting.
Hey, I totally get it.
So that one was caught a little heavier than the previous shot,
okay,
but 7,500 spin.
That was not hit. I don't think we should judge that one.
Okay.
So we had critic.
About an 8,200, a 7,500, and then that one was low on spin because it wasn't hit as good.
Right. That one felt good.
Okay.
Who knows?
So in its simplest terms, what do you think spin does to a golf ball?
I think spin makes it bite.
It does when it lands on the green. So when you get into your wedges, which are worn out, so when you stand here and tell me you don't play much golf, that's a lie. Has to be.
It just means I don't clean my clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm kidding.
Spin is going to do a couple of things. It's a bit like, in its simplest form, drag on an aircraft. So and lift. So launch and spin are like drag and lift.
Okay.
I don't know tons about physics. I don't know
drag
tons about
lift.
Aircraft. But as they take off, they need
physics.
drag and lift.
Total
okay.
nerd here.
And it's speed as well.
Speed.
So for your speed that you put in, and again, this will be a lot of people out there, which is why you're great for this, 77 mile an hour, that's only an 8-iron. So that would be, you know, we play Dynamic Gold 95 R300, so lightweight golf shafts in our steel.
Yes.
That's a preference of yours, love that, brilliant. You get into steel and you get into the R-Flex based on the speed. I put you in a head type based on the spin. So your launch here, you've averaged about 22. A good player like you, which to be fair, excellent player like you don't give yourself credit for it, launch it half the height.
Okay.
But it only works if you have the right amount of spin. That's why it's so important
Then we know my spin.
And then we know your golf ball. But every time, if we just fast forward this fitting a little bit, which is something I definitely want to look at, I'm not going to move far off the build spec, but this is a conversation we're going to have. We've got a 9 degree and we've got a 10.5 degree. Both these heads spin dramatically different. So this will all move pretty quickly from here on.
Okay.
We're not going to change a lot. We're absolutely going to dial this in.
Should we do this? Should we move into it?
I'm going to get a 770 first for you to hit.
Try this. Okay.
And then we're going to move into this. Because we're not going to use too many swings.
Yeah, we don't want to exhaust me here.
Exactly. So I'll be back with a 770.
I can't wait. He's on his way. Could you imagine if he caddied for me? I'd play so well. Sometimes he starts talking and like I get a little glazed over because I don't understand. But I understand when he says I'm good. That goes straight to my head.
All right.
Okay.
Don't usually do this, but I'm going 3 options. Whoa. They're yours.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah. You're bringing me. You want me to try a graphite shaft? I know I'm gonna like it. I know.
I know
what you're doing.
I want you to, yeah.
I know what you're
So
doing.
there's the head.
Look at that.
So it's gonna have flighted CG in it.
I hear you. I know. I'm so good at golf now.
Short irons will come down a little lower for you in flight, and the long irons will get up in the air a bit easier for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is always a good thing. And then I went for the light head based on swing weight.
Yeah.
Which swing weight is balance point. So again,
that's cool.
You're quite feel orientated.
I am. And I've been wondering, like, I think sometimes I'm swinging too hard. Like I'm swinging hard because my clubs are heavy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that's not healthy in the long run.
So this club, I just checked the swing weight. You're at D2 on a swing weight machine. So swing weight is a balance point. It's the scales, all right? And basically D2 means it's quite heavy in the head.
Yeah.
You put yours down now and you can see, as you pointed out earlier, there's not much difference.
It's a bit smaller though, right?
There is smaller. And if you flip them
width?
up there, then that's a different shape. See, this is all camber. So now this is going to go through the turf a bit easier.
I'm so
You're
excited.
not going to notice like a ton of You're good enough to not notice a ton of difference. Okay, give us a rip.
Ooh. Okay, I can tell that
lighter.
It's lighter.
Yeah.
Okay,
which is good for you. No, swing as hard as you want because we've got 3 shaft options.
Okay. No, that wasn't it.
Just take 3 or 4 shots to get used to the thing.
Very well.
Then we'll worry about changes.
That was pretty good. That was hit solid. I cut it a little, but that was me, not the club. I liked it. It felt really light.
Too light?
Maybe, but
3 shots, 3 shots.
Okay.
Okay, go 2 more.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm trying to do is get the turf interaction exactly how it needs to be. Right. And if it's not where I want it, I go for the heavier head. So you notice how on that shot, that turf interaction was great.
Yeah.
So I think anyone out there fitting, even when the player drives you to make a decision quickly, you've got to get to the stage where you're like, because that's 7,300 spin, which is great. A good number for you is around 7,000 to 7,500. I mean, that's great too. It
felt really smooth and like, it doesn't feel heavy. It feels like my swing is going to be forced into my body more. Mm-hmm. Is that true? When the club head's heavier, I feel like it's in my hands more.
Yes.
And I am a little flippy at the bottom.
Okay, but your perception of feel, that's your own thing.
Okay.
And how you transition is your own thing. But I'm telling you, from here on now, those last 2 shots have been money. Like, I don't need to see any more. Your peak heights have all been pretty similar. Your spin rates have been good. Your speeds have been good. This now becomes down to you and a personal choice. But I haven't changed shaft or anything. It's just head to start off. So look,
that was good.
But all 3 of them are good.
That was good. That one was pretty.
So that's the main thing here. If anyone out here is fitting for this, you've got to let a player hit. So all 3, bang on, bang on. Thanks, Drew. All 3, bang on, bang on.
Thanks, Drew.
I'm going to go drastic.
So that shaft is the same as...
That's yours. That's
my
probably
shaft.
Where you're going to end, because I don't want to go too crazy with you. You're changing the golf head type already. Why would we change everything? I hate doing
I don't know.
that.
Maybe it's easier to hit with this.
Maybe, but I hate doing a complete overhaul. Quite lightweight. You're going to get a bit more speed out of it.
Whoa.
Yeah, very light, right?
Yeah, but interesting. Oh, I love that.
So you had...
Whatever. You're like the dog whisperer, but for golf balls.
you know what I love?
What?
You just gained 12 yards carry.
I did?
12 yards carry.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
I know, it's so annoying. I just feel like these don't look as cool. Like I don't look as serious.
I could probably figure out getting you red, white, and blue ones if you really want.
How do I look like super pro? I really like this. I think this is it. Anyways, when I was coming home from the Olympics, I was in my full USA garb and everyone was like, congratulations. And instead of correcting them and just walking away disappointed, I'm like, you're welcome for the service.
Why don't you say the medal's in the bag? It's in the bag. I checked it in.
It was like too much. When I tried to explain that I was an actor, it was just like, they were like, you're not Nelly Corda? I'm like, no, not even close. Anyway.
So that one gained 13 yards and it wasn't even a great strike.
This is great. Oh my, I gotta go. I can't. That was great.
Look how much further they're going. You see how much further they're going?
Where have you been, Trottie?
I've always been here.
It's been
you're
years.
the globetrotter. I'm the one who's either at a tour event or here.
This is so crazy. Gosh.
This is very good.
Think of all the people I could be gambling with. I'm just kidding, I don't do that.
This is very good.
I only hustle my handicap. That was great. I gotta go. I think we figured it out. We can cut this early. This is it.
Excellent. 100. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I think you're done here.
I think this is it.
So just to recap, we went graphite shaft. I may try something a hair heavier. That's where my initial mind is. And I'm only explaining that for the camera. I don't think we're going to. 75 KBS Max graphite iron shaft 770 on the same specification you were playing with length, loft and lie. So lost a lot of weight. If you get a heavy swing weight, these are quite heavy. I think that's when things feel labored for you.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That might have been the quickest, the easiest fit ever. Listen to your player. Obviously, I have a great player right here now. Swing weight so important and so much energy, so many things to say, but you've got to like give yourself a chance to react to the golf club first.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you feel it.
What do you think the future holds for 770's versus 790's? That didn't even seem an intimidation factor for you.
I know. I think it seemed like it was going to be scary to level up, but when you balanced it with the different shaft, it made it a lot more accessible for me. So
one thing I want people to take from this is not Kathryn's first fitting here, which makes it very easy. We don't have to go through the bag setup. You've got that perfect. You've got your hybrid into your 5-iron. We are going to look at some wedges, which we'll do potentially add on to this or off camera, but looking at graphite shaft and the wedges is something you love, which then made me, after you said that at the start, want to put it into the irons.
You don't think that the graphite shaft will inhibit me shaping shots or like trying to hit it harder? You don't think any of that's a factor?
You've gained height, you've gained a bit of spin, you've gained distance.
So it's easier.
And you've got a smaller sole to go through the turf.
Right,
it's
smaller.
Easier.
Okay.
And if you are thinking about getting P770's, dive down into the link below. We'll put it in there. But on the same note, this might be the type of player that you are, which is why it's the perfect example. Thank you so much.
You should do it. I did it. I'm fine. You can be fine too. Yeah.
I'm standing here waiting. Thank you so much.